Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys and give you guys a little bit of an update on how Sophia's whole thing has been going on. If you have not watched my past videos, Sophia was, I don't know why I wanted to make this video. I guess it's because you'd be surprised like how many kids have to get these things because they were diagnosed with something, and parents don't know where to start. Parents don't know pretty much a lot of things. So I have here just what I want to talk to you guys about, especially what she was diagnosed with. So Sophia is going to, by the way, if you are new here, this is my 2-year-old Sophia, and she was back in 2020. So last year she was diagnosed with nystagmus. So nystagmus is like when your eyes are like shaking, going around, moving from side to side, and it is something that she has to live with for the rest of her life. But we have gone multiple times to get her eyes checked, and we went about maybe a week ago to get her eyes checked. They dilated her eyes, they checked her nerves and everything, and her nerves are good. She doesn't need glasses. Everything behind her eyes is good. So this is pretty much just something that is congenital, that she was born with, but it is going to be with her for the rest of her life. It's something pretty cool. Like when you get close to her, you can see like her eyes shaking. It's all the time, unless she puts something up really close to her face, or she is in like certain positions. They don't move, they don't shake. They're called dancing eyes. But other than that, her vision is good. She can see fine. When she is tired, or when she's like cranky, like fussy and stuff like that, her eyes, they go crazy. Like they go really, really bad. They shake so much more than just when she is not any of those things. After that, they did MRIs on her to check to make sure that, because nystagmus, when they do find nystagmus, it's something very concerning, because there could be like brain tumors in the brain and stuff like that, seizures and all that. So we took her to the ER and they did MRIs everywhere, like her whole body. They did an MRI of 3 hours, and no brain tumors were found. Thank God, nothing serious was found. So after that, Sophia had an injury where her leg was injured out. Her leg was injured going down a slide with my husband, and it got caught on the slide. And so it definitely she definitely had like something on her right leg. And she was literally immobile for a month and a half. And when she did start to walk again, she just couldn't. She would fall, didn't have balance, didn't have stability, nothing at all. It was like really, really bad. So that was about 3 months in after her injury. And I took her to the orthopedics, and they did x-rays on her, and they said, physically, there's nothing wrong with her. There's nothing wrong with her legs. There's nothing wrong with the structure of her like knees, legs, like feet. Nothing is wrong there. So I feel like this is more of a neurological issue. So I need you to go to her neurologist. I need you to go back to her neurologist. And so I did, and they did like so many exams that they did to find out if there was like autism spectrum disorder. They did blood work. They did a genes test to find out, which is what they found, to see if there was something in her genes that is causing her muscular tissue, like connective tissue disorder, to see why, because 3 months in after her injury, she was already supposed to be walking. Like, it's healed, she's already supposed to be good and walking, but she wasn't. She regressed a lot. She regressed so much, and it was just not normal to them. So when they did the genes test, they found out that she is missing a gene. in one gene, she is missing a copy. So in our genes, we have 2 copies within that gene, and she was missing one of that copy in that specific gene. And so this gene, after that, we were referred to a genetic specialist, and it was found that the diagnostics that she falls into is a myopathy. So a myopathy is, and I wrote it down because I want to make sure that I give you guys the correct definition and information. A myopathy, and please, I hope that you watch this this video completely, because so many people have asked me what's going on with Sophia, and I just do not have the energy to respond to each and every one of you, because I have shared about this so much. I've shared about it on my YouTube, and I've shared about it on my Instagram so much, and I just do not feel like talking and repeating myself over and over. And I mean, I get it, but please, if you're watching this, just keep on watching so you can understand what exactly is going on and why we're here now. So a myopathy is it affects the muscles. It's muscle weakness. But the thing about myopathies, so unlike muscular dystrophies, a muscular myopathy, they do not die. So what I mean by that is, when a muscle does not die, it means that they just do not work 100%. So another thing about myopathy is that they do not get worse with time, like dystrophies do. So they're usually non-progressive, which is really good news in her case, because we have a lot of hope. Her specialist, myself as a mom, we have a lot of faith, and we believe that she will get back up and walking. And I mean, she has been walking so much better, but it's almost like she's in such a trauma of falling so much and hurting herself so much in the past few months that she's so scared to start walking again by herself independently. So because she has this muscle weakness, it affects her joints and those muscles around those areas, and her ankles, they give up on her a lot. Sophia's a big girl and she weighs a lot. So she doesn't have that muscle strength there, and her ankle strength is really not so great. So they give up on her and she tends to fall a lot. Another thing is her physical therapist recommended for her to get AFOs. So we went and we got her AFOs, and she's been wearing AFOs for maybe about a month now, or almost a month. And I kid you not, they have been the best thing that we have ever, the best decision we've ever made for her, because they help her so much to stand. They help her to stabilize and get good balance for herself. They help her walk more stable with more strength, and that's something that she wasn't doing before. So instead of regressing and keep on regressing, she is actually moving forward. And something that her therapist told me is, you will see results, you will see her change, but you just need to give it time. You need to be patient, because this is something that, yes, it's better that it's so much better that it's happening now that she's really small, because she'll get so much more used to it and she'll advance so much quicker. But they're basically treating her as a new walker, which is crazy, because my little girl used to walk before her injury. But then again, I have to look at the side of, if that injury would have never happened, then we probably would have never found out that she does have a genetic disorder. So that's pretty much what is going on. So this gene, that is this copy that she's missing in that gene, it could be inherited, so meaning it comes from mom or it comes from dad, or it could be something new that was developed in her, meaning that it doesn't come from mom or dad. It was just created in her. We cannot find that out unless I am tested and my husband is tested. But we're not going to do that because at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything. Whether it doesn't change one bit what's going on. It doesn't at all. And insurance purposes is really expensive to find out and to get tested. So we're just not going to go ahead and do that. Again, her genetic specialist told me it doesn't really matter. At this time, Sophia doesn't have any other referrals or any other follow-ups to any specialist. Pretty much she just gets therapy 3 times a week, and she gets 3 types of therapies. She only started with physical therapy, which is what she needed, but as they started like watching her and all that stuff, they thought that giving her occupational therapy would just pretty much just put her in like a hole, so it would help her even more. So I definitely said, like, go ahead, whatever's gonna help her, let's go ahead and do it. So now she gets physical therapy, she gets occupational therapy, and she gets speech therapy to see if she can, you know, start to talk and all that stuff. Mind you, she's still 2 years old, but if we can give her all those things there all at once, then that's great. And that's what we're currently doing. But that is pretty much it. We are definitely seeing results, and I'm so proud and happy that we are, because it means that this is working and that it's nothing super serious. It's just hard to not see her walk independently while you see other kids doing it. But I mean, this is our reality and this is our life and this is our story, and we just have to go ahead and deal with it. And as far as her speech, she is starting to say a few things, like a few like mumble here and there, which is another great thing. But that is the update on her. Hopefully this helps you understand what it is that is going on. Her genetic specialist did tell us that and her neurologist did tell us that the only thing that is going to help Sophia is going to be physical therapy. And, you know, no medication, nothing of that nature, just physical therapy. And obviously her AFOs are helping her a lot as well to stabilize herself and to walk, which she wasn't doing before that, and to not fall. They're also teaching her how to fall and not get hurt. And honestly, we're starting to see that already, because there are times where she does fall, if she does fall throughout the day, and she doesn't hurt herself because she catches herself. So it's crazy. We're going on to 4 months of therapy, and we're already starting to see these differences and progress, and it means so freaking much. But that is a little bit of an update on Sophia's situation. But again, if you guys have any questions, or if you guys are going through something similar, maybe like your doctor, your baby's doctor is recommending AFOs for your baby or anything like that, ask me anything that you want to ask me. Leave it in the comments down below, or DM me through my Instagram, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it, as I am currently going through it, so I pretty much know. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope this gives you a little insight of what's going on and what's been going on since the beginning. That way I don't have to repeat myself over and over and over and over and over. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Maybe I'm not enough for